and long situation for the Raiders. So managed to get about 3 yards out of the play. It'll be about a 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Rockledge Raiders.
Just seemed like they were trying to run a by our guys.
5:14 to go. First quarter, 14-0 lead for Vero Beach, and a 3rd down and 6 for the Raiders. Over the middle, pass is going to fall incomplete. A lot of pressure coming at Blaylock, and he had to get rid of it a lot quicker maybe than he wanted to. And for the second time, the Vero defense forces a 3-and-out.
That's a similar thing we saw last series. It's like we got pressure on him, and he tries to throw, and he can't even get near his target.
So that'll bring the punt unit out. Townsend, along with Melbourne, going to go back deep for Vero Beach. Punt is away. The last one was about a 42-yarder. This one is going to be caught around the 40-yard line. Townsend looking for some blocks. And a nice big block there. Townsend down the sideline. 30, 25. Stopped around the 23-yard line. Wow, what a big block. There is a flag down. We'll check the penalty here in just a moment.
Yeah, they set that block right on that punt, and it was wide open. And the third phase of the game, obviously, if we get a penalty here, that's not a good thing.
And you see this so much at the high school level, Joe. It just seems like a lot of times there's like a block in the back. And it will go against Vero Beach. And I believe this ball is going to go back about 10 yards, if I'm not mistaken, from the 31 to about the 41. But nonetheless, Vero Beach will be starting on the plus side of the 50. They'll actually spawn it at the 42-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10. So far, Vero Beach has run 11 plays and have 14 points to show for it.
Water break.
Timeout on the field for a water break at 4:47. Vero leads 14-0.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and their Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Molinary Pools.
Back here at Billy Livings Field at the Citrus Bowl. And for those of you that are looking for the YouTube video, it is back on the air. So thanks for joining us here tonight. As this week 8 of high school football has Vero Beach matched up against Rockledge. We have not played Rockledge since 2006, where the Raiders beat us on their home turf 6-3. We were scheduled to play last year, but because of a hurricane, we could not get that game in. And so now on the back end of a 2-year agreement, Rockledge is here at the Citrus Bowl tonight. Raiders down 14-0, and Veros gets the 3rd possession of the night. It's going to be a handoff for Hillsman off the right side. Hillsman turns it upfield, and we'll get to the 35-yard line. Nice cut there, Joe, by Jonathan Hillsman.
Yeah, like I said, our linemen are getting to the linebackers and able setting up for the running back to be able to make a cut.
They're going to go trips to the right side after a 6-yard run by Hillsman. Brings up 2nd down and 4. Quick screen pass off the right side for Stinson. Turns it upfield. Shakes off tackles. Still on his feet inside the 20, almost to the 15.
That was a nice pass. Those passes are really hard. Those swing passes out there, those are hard to do.
EJ doing another great job at quarterback, and they work so hard on those passes each and every day, and you're seeing the proof of it here on that play. 1st down and 10. Another keeper. Whistle's going to stop play. I think, did they take a timeout? Yeah, Coach Holmes had to take a timeout as they were going to have 12 men on the field. They were trying to sub as Vero Beach went with some tempo here, Joe, to try to see if they could move the ball quickly, and they just about did. I think EJ was going to have a really big gain there on the keeper, but instead it'll be a timeout for the Raiders to prevent getting the penalty.
Yeah, coach is just doing that other part of his game plan. He probably saw that on tape that, hey, if I run a little tempo down here, we can get an advantage.
Yeah.
That's all you want is an advantage.
Absolutely. Vero Beach has got homecoming here tonight. Glad to see the Vero Nation faithful out in the stands here tonight. As boy, with the weather we've had all week, and including today, even a little bit here in the start of this ball game, we've had a little bit of rain here. Now it's slated to clear up somewhere around about 8 o'clock is what they're saying, that it should clear up here. So if that happens, then, hey, it's going to be a great night here at the Citrus Bowl. Of course, it's nice, Joe, to have a turf like this,
Yes.
and you don't have to worry about sloppy conditions.
That's exactly right. If you saw my front yard right now, it's like you need a canoe to get in the driveway.
Yeah, your wife just texted me, said you need to mow.
I'm sure.
Inside 4 minutes to go here. It's a first down and 10 at the 16-yard line. We got a Hummingbird Care Services red zone alert now for Vero Beach on their third drive of the night. Twin receivers on either side. EJ looking to fire. It's got a receiver. What a catch by Stinson inside for a touchdown. What a snag.
What a beautiful play there. I mean, again, the blocking is there. The route was run well, and the throw. Just everything's hitting.
Xavier Stinson came into this ball game. He had caught 13 passes, 209 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's got 2 touchdowns here in the first quarter. As Riley Swanson will get set for the extra point. As Vero Beach clicking on all cylinders here in this first quarter for sure. Swanson puts it up, gets another one through the uprights, and Vero makes it 21-0.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
The nonprofit Mental Health Association in Indian River County offers free walk-in screenings. No appointment is needed. Check out their other services at mhairc.org or walk in at 820 37th Place, Vero Beach, because it's okay to get help.
So how about 3 plays, 42 yards, a 16-yard reception by Xavier Stinson, which was a really nice catch on the slant inside, and it is a 21-0 lead now for Vero Beach. This scoring drive brought to you by the McCall Insurance Agency as the Indians get set to kick off. Maurer this time is going to kick this one. This one will go also about 5 yards deep into the end zone. And once again, Raiders starting from their own 20.
That's a weapon right there. 3 times in a row. Yep, setting up on the 20.
It's been a while since we've had some kickers that can put it into the end zone like that, Joe, and it's really nice to have 2 of them.
The PAT was high and right through the middle. It was beautiful. I remember years they weren't that way.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah.
So the Raiders, another opportunity here. See if they can move the ball. So far, it has been 3 and out for the Raiders. Oh, bumble as Blaylock could not handle the snap. He's all the way back to the 10-yard line. That is a 10-yard loss on the first snap.
I don't know if it was after he caught it. He was trying to hand it to the running back. But anyways, it looked like the snap was good.
Yeah,
the handling was bad.
He got ahead of himself, I do believe, Joe. I think that's what happened. Yeah, he was thinking something else before he fully caught the ball, and it ended up on the ground. If you're a Raiders fan, you're thankful that he at least got back on the ball because, boy, that could have been huge for Vero Beach. But now, Rockledge looking at a 2nd down and 20.
Okay, we got
one back in the backfield, twin receivers on either side, and there's movement on the line. And that's going to back him up another 5 yards. Now it's 2nd and 25.
See Bobby out there, Burbick making – he's having fun.
When you're winning like this, you can have fun like this.
Still 3 minutes in the first.
Coming up 3:13 and counting. Twin receivers on either side. One back in the backfield. Blaylock might be pulling an audible here as he's signaling to a receiver on 2nd and 25. Looking to set up a screen underneath. He's got his receiver, but, man, he's covered there trying to get out of it.
Oh.
And nothing there as Crutchfield in the area.
That's one of those.
And that'll be about a 5-yard gain on the play, but make it 3rd down and 20 now for Raiders.
Took a long time to develop, but they got 5 yards out of it, so that's good.
I think the defense is content to give them those 5 yards. 3rd and 20 now. Could this be opportune time for the secondary of the Indians? Blaylock looking for another screen. He's got some blockers trying to get out of it, but, man, the red shirts are all over, swarming at the 15-yard line. Ball came out, but the whistle blew. So it's going to be 4th down and long now for the Raiders, and we'll see the punt unit come out now for the 3rd time.
Well, they're going to the screens now because the running hasn't been working, and they can't seem to get the ball enough time to throw the ball deep. So the screen has helped them twice in a row here.
Yeah, that's the counter, basically, to the pressure.
Yeah.
Again, Townsend and Melbourne back deep. 90 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's a 21-0 lead for Vero. Punt is away. This one heading towards the Vero sideline, and will go out of bounds right around about the 41.
They're going to mark it off there 30-something, 38.
Yeah, so each possession, Joe, the field position is getting just a little bit better for Vero Beach. I mean, they started from the minus 35 to the minus 37, plus 42, and now plus 38.
Well, his first few punts were awesome, and then, of course, these last couple have not worked out as well. But, you know.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Vero Beach, who leads 21-0. It has been a good mixture of run and pass. Stinson, though, showing some brilliance here. 5 catches for 90 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hillsman in motion. Keeper by White. EJ off the right side, shaking blocks, trying to get out to the outside. He's to the 20, 15, and out of bounds around the 10. And he'll get into the red zone. That is a Hummingbird Care Services red zone alert. And we've also got a big 1st down there now as Vero Beach will have the ball at the 10-yard line where it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, EJ just faked the handoff and ran right up the middle.
Interesting backfield now.
Oh.
And now they shift out. Wow, what a formation here. And now our flag comes in. This is on the defensive side. Did they jump? Yeah, the defense jumped, Joe. So 5 extra yards now. Now you're 1st and goal at the 5.
I don't know what Coach was doing there, but he had everyone twirling around.
Yeah.
To the left.
Little pirouettes in there, huh? Yeah.
There it is.
There it is again. Check out this formation. Now they're going to shift 4 or 5 guys out to the left side. Screen pass. He short hops it. He was looking for Bansoff, who had like 4 blockers in front of him. But just a little too quick on that. EJ short hops it to him.
Boy, if he would have got that, I think all those blockers
he walks
out.
in.
Yeah.
He walks in.
Yeah.
2nd and goal.
What if it's a new formation for Coach moving forward, huh?
Well, at least you got your opponents now going forward have to think about this one, don't they?
Yeah, you do put stuff on tape for that.
2nd and goal, another keeper by White. He's got a lane. He'll go into the end zone untouched from 5 yards out. E.J. White with the run.
And it looked like Romeo had a pancake there. right tackle. Beautiful to see.
5-yard run by E.J. White. This drive started on the plus side at the 38-yard line. A couple of penalties helped move this drive ahead a little bit, and Vero Beach on 2nd and goal goes in with E.J. White 5 yards out. Swanson will come out to try the extra point with 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Swanson puts it up and through, and Vero Beach now up 28-0.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
Swanson's going to kick this one high and deep down the middle. Another one deep into the end zone for the touchback. That last drive for Vero Beach was 3 plays, 38 yards, and a 5-yard run by E.J. White. And the score now has been extending the lead for Vero Beach 28-0. Still 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Rockledge will start again. Another drive from their own 20-yard line. Raiders struggling right now, just 5 yards of offense so far. Another light shower in here at the stadium. 4-receiver set. Handle. Ball still in his hands, and that will be the best run and play of the night for the Raiders. That gets them about 8, almost 9 yards. And Cutter with the run for the Raiders.
Yeah, it looked like a little different play action there. I'm going to watch this and see if they're changing their formation or their.
And the Raiders going to be content to let the quarter run out here with 8 seconds to go. Vero Beach leading 28-0. This is Fighting Indians football.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Summers in Florida mean hot weather with lots of rain. Having gutters that work well is a must for most homes. Thanks to Able Gutter Services for their partnership. They provide premium products crafted to ensure customer satisfaction while protecting from water damage and maintaining structural integrity. Able Gutter Services in Indian River, St. Lucie, and Brevard County. Their number is 772-766-2554.
Welcome back to the Citrus Bowl. Paul Tipton along with Joe Mills, Derek West, Don Dexter here tonight. Week 8, it's got Vero Beach matched up against Rockledge, and Vero Beach has been powerhousing the Rockledge Raiders so far, leading 28-0 as we get started with the second quarter. It's homecoming night here for the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Blaylock looking at a 2nd down and 2. Pressure and a tackle in the backfield. What a move. Malachi Reed in the backfield.
That was impressive there. He got back there and took care of business.
6'3", 200-pound senior. 17 tackles on the season. 6 tackles for a loss. 3 sacks. He just got his 7th tackle for a loss right there. Loses 5 on the play. Turns it in a 3rd down and 8 now for the Raiders. Trips to the left side. Blaylock's got time. He's looking for a swing pass off the right side. And with that play, I think the Raiders are going to get a first down here. There will be their first tonight. All right.
Might be the first time they threw that way.
You might be right there, Joe. They threw to that right side. Had it singled up over on there and got a nice little swing pass over there for the first down play. Picked up 9. Just starting the second quarter. Vero on top of Rockledge, 28-0. Raiders just got their first down. They're at their own 32, 1st and 10. High snap, but pulled in. Handoff goes right up the gut, 40 to almost the 45-yard line.
Woo. Their line did a good job of setting that up. They turned the guys out, and running back went up the middle.
Well, Townsend took a shot trying to come up from that safety spot to make a tackle. He went up in the air. First down and 10. So Raiders got their first down a moment ago. Now they've got their second on the night as they are at the 44-yard line. Picked up 12 on that last one. Trips to the left side. Handoff. Cutter getting caught in the backfield and will go down for a loss of about 2. How about Stone coming in from that linebacker spot to make the tackle? Got stretched out just long enough for Stone to be able to come in there and make the tackle for a loss of 2. Clock is at 9:36 and counting. Second quarter, 28-0 lead for Vero Beach. And they look like they may want to bring a little pressure here. Now they're going to back off of it. 2nd and 12. Blaylock fires, finds a receiver over the middle, trying to turn it upfield at the 50-yard line.
I think they found
that'll turn it into a 3rd and manageable.
I think they found a little soft spot there with our linebackers stepping up. There's a little clearing behind them. They're finding that, so we'll have to make some adjustments for that.
Picks up 8. 3rd and 4. And we might have just gave him a first down there as the defensive line just jumped. And that will be a first down for the Raiders as they'll get that ball past the 45 to the 44-yard line and move the chains. 8 minutes, 46 seconds and counting.
I can hear old defensive line coaches, watch the ball, watch the ball.
I think they forgot. On first down, it's going to be a handoff. Cutter off the right side, cuts through the line and gets to the 40-yard line.
It's a nice little pickup there.
Yeah, pick up about 4 on the play.
Again, they got off our right tackle there, and linebacker had to make the tackle 4 yards deep.
Excuse me, that was actually Allen on the run. Camden Allen, who has really been their main ball carrier with 46 carries, 292 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Picks up 4 on that play. 2nd and 6. Vero looking like they're going to bring pressure.
Got a trap.
Bliss coming, and boy, they stacked it right up. They saw the run, and they blitzed it and stopped it.
Looked like a short trap play there that got blown up. Anytime you got penetration, just any kind of trap or counter just gets destroyed.
So the Raiders now looking at a 3rd down and 7. 7.5 to go, second quarter. Vero's up 28-0. Twin receivers on either side. Blaylock wants to throw over the middle. Receiver there, and he had it and lost it. Now flag's going to come in.
Hands to the face. I don't think he actually pulled on the face
Hillsman
mask.
was in the area. I don't think he got his face mask. Thought he just pulled him down.
He might have had his hand on it.
And that penalty will go against Vero Beach, and that will give the Raiders a first down as they'll move this ball past the 30. Stop at the 26-yard line.
Did you ever see the call? Because I assumed by the yardage it was a personal foul, face mask, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was a personal foul, so most likely a face mask there, 15 yards. This is the deepest the Raiders have been so far in this ball game. Little shuffle pass. But the Indians read this one, and it'll be a huge tackle for a loss. Did the ball come loose? Vero Beach comes out of the pile with it. Micah Roberts has got it in his hands.
See what they're calling it.
And they're going to give it to the Raiders. They're going to say he was down. Boy, Vero Beach thought they had a fumble there.
Well, the defense responded there to that play pretty well. It was,
and watching the replay, yeah, the ball came out.
Yeah.
Before he was down. Yeah, now they reversed it. They turned it over. They reversed the call, and Vero Beach will get it. So Micah Roberts comes out of the pack with the fumble recovery. And Vero Beach is going to get the ball as the Raiders were moving the ball. They got all the way into Vero's 26, 27-yard line. And then on that last play, turn the ball over, and Vero Beach is going to get the ball back now starting at their own 36.
You got to move the chains.
We got official timeout for a water break here. 5:45 to go, second quarter. Vero up on Rockledge, 28-zip.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians postgame show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Sacred Alkaline Water.
Billy Livings Field at the Citrus Bowl where we are tonight. Vero Beach hosting Rockledge, and the Indians leading the Raiders 28-0. 5:45 to go, second quarter. So far, Vero Beach has scored on every possession, and now they've got an extra possession thanks to the turnover. Micah Roberts with the fumble recovery. Play action, set up for a receiver screen, turn it upfield. And I believe that's Jacobs that turns it up and gets into Raider territory to the 45-yard line. And Jarvis Jacobs having a couple of great games so far this season.
Got some great blocking.
They'll get that to the Raider 43-yard line, first down and 10. Another quick screen is Tempo, and Jacobs trying to shake off a couple tackles. Will get to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Coach is seeing something here with Tempo and running these screens.
11 catches on the season for Jarvis Jacobs. Got 2 right there. And the Indians trying to go with a little bit of tempo. They'll spot it at the 41-yard line where it'll be second down. Twin receivers on either side. White trying to change up the snap count, see if he could get the Raiders to jump. They didn't bite on it. White, play action. He's looking. He's got time. Fires over the middle of the field. Nice. What a catch by Woods. Trey trying to shake off some tackles. He's at the 25 to the 20 nice. And out of bounds.
Yeah, everyone's blocking there. Got the receivers blocking out in front of them. You got the linemen giving time. There's plenty of time there for EJ.
Picked up 19. That's a Frank Stawara at Tom Collins Insurance first down. 4.5 to go. Vero Beach on the move. Another quick pass. Stinson this time with the receiver screen. Turns it upfield and will get close to the 15-yard line. That puts him inside the red zone. That's a Hummingbird Care Services red zone alert now for Vero Beach on the move.
The coach seems to be going back and forth each side, just running these screens. Moving tempo.
Put the ball at the 16-yard line. Second down. We'll say 2nd and 4. And the Indians look like they may go with trips to the right side on this formation. Taking a lot of time here. One receiver set up wide to the left. 10 seconds on the play clock. Melbourne in motion, trying to set up a screen. Now White fires, finds his receiver. Oof. But, man, there was nowhere to go. Now flag comes in. Wow, what a throw by the official with the flag. I mean, from back of the end zone to about the 15-yard line. That's a throw. And it's going to go against Vero.
That was a neat design of that play. He was putting everything to the right, twirling around, trying to go weak side.
Mm-hmm.
It took a long time to develop, but I didn't see the penalty.
Most likely it's a hold.
Seems to be in that area.
And that will back Vero Beach up to the 29-yard line. And now Vero Beach looking at a 2nd down and we'll say 17. Trips to the right side. Melbourne's going to go in motion. Now Woods. Handoff up the right side. Hillsman inside the 25 to about the 23. Bring up 3rd down and long.
Nice run there. Nice blocking there by the line. We got through the linebacker there. In the middle, at least. Nice to see we're getting some different things going on here because a little bit of struggle these last few plays.
So it's a 3rd down and 11 for Vero. More than likely 4-down territory for the Indians. White's got time. He's looking for a receiver who got a step. But the defense, off the deflection, did they get the interception? They did, and it's a touchback. Boy, the receiver had a step, but the pass just a little late getting there, and that gave the defense just enough time to get in there. A deflection, and it's an interception off the deflection. So now bring it out to the 20-yard line for the Rockledge Raiders, who are down by 28.
You hate to see that happen, but at least it's on their 20-yard line.
Yeah, no kidding, right? We got 2 minutes and 17 seconds before we get to halftime. Coming up, we'll have the Genesis Church halftime show. Bobby Paris will be talking with Duke Phillip, his mom, as part of Women of the Fighting Indians. That's coming up at halftime. Little screen pass underneath for the Raiders. Not much going there. Maybe about a yard gain or 2. Wow, they give him actually 3. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Raiders. Inside 2 minutes to go before halftime. Vero's leading 28-0. Raiders going to spread this one out. They got trips on the left side. It's going to be a handoff off the right side, and a little slip on the turf by the back, and will be about a loss of a yard or so.
Yeah, he tried to stick his foot to make a cut, and it didn't stop.
Cutter trying to make a cut. Didn't work out too well for him. 3rd down, 8. Play clock's at 10 seconds. Now at 5. Blaylock looking. He's got room to run if he wants. Now he's going to fire. He's got a receiver, and it's caught at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a Raider first. Picks up 19. We got 44 seconds to go. Surprisingly, No timeout called here.
Yeah, that time there, yeah.
Would have thought that the Raiders would have called a timeout here. Down to 33 seconds. Blaylock again looking to throw. He's got time. He's going to wind up, let it fly. He's got a receiver who got a step. 20, 10, score it. Elijah Mitchell got a step, and he turned it into a touchdown.
What I think they've done here is they started doing those passes in the middle to make our linebackers come back and not be active in trading off blitzing. And once they did that, it opened up the outside. So, or they opened up the quarterback to be able to throw and the screen.
Nice run, or catch and run by Mitchell. Extra point is good, and the Raiders on the board for the first time tonight. They trail Vero 28-7.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
Christian FM is supported by Caribbean Lawn and Landscaping Incorporated, providing licensed and insured services in Vero Beach since 1991. Their services include lawn care, landscape design, irrigation, pest and termite control, mosquito misting systems, and seasonal preparation. Caribbean Lawn and Landscaping takes pride in always keeping your property looking its best. 772-569-8680 or CaribbeanLawn.com.
So 80 yards in 4 plays, and it was a 60-yard catch by Mitchell. And the Raiders get on the board for the first time tonight, make it 28-7. That is your scoring drive brought to you by the McCall Insurance Agency. I want to remind you, this is WSCF Vero Beach, your home for Fighting Indians football. Paul Tipton, Joe Mills, Derek West, Don Dexter here tonight. It's week 8 of high school football, and the Indians hosting the Rockledge Raiders. It was a dominant performance in the first quarter by Vero Beach, who put up 28 points. And since then, Indians have kind of stalled a little bit. There was an interception in the end zone for a touchback, and then the Raiders now have turned it into 7 points. And the Raiders going to kick off. Caught around the 17-yard line is Crutchfield. Crutchfield to the 30. Crutchfield 40. Turning on the Jets. He's got blocks. 30, 20. To the house, Crutch.
I don't see any flags.
Kickoff return.
Oh,
hold it on. We got a flag. And I think we got the infamous block in the back. It was about a 83-yard return possibility for Crutch and Vero Beach, but the flag, we'll see here, but we're being told that this looks like it'll be a block in the back. And again, it will.
Will that be the end of the half?
It could be, Joe. Yeah, the end of the half here. Well, that's neither a defensive or an offensive penalty, right? So can you end the half?
Well, you accepted the ball, so you're on offense, right?
Right. So if that's the case, it would be the end of the half here because there's no time left on the clock. Let's check in with Derek.
What I understand, they're going to get us for a block in the back, and then they're going to get us for unsportsmanlike as well. So pretty big penalties right there.
Yeah, indeed. Wow. Negates what was a really good run by Crutchfield.
Beautiful run. He used his blockers well, ran.
Yeah, so Crutchfield caught that ball around the 17-yard line, and that's about where the ball is placed now, is at the 17-yard line after the 2 penalties.
No time on the clock.
So the question becomes, is there going to be one more play here? because there's no time left on the clock.
Never snap the ball with 0 time on the clock.
I mean, unless it's like a special teams play, like a point
gotcha.
after or something, yeah.
PAT.
I guess they're going to let Vero run one play here. Vero Beach is going to go with 4 receivers, twins on either side from their own 17-yard line. White looking, going to fire, finds Stinson. Stinson, I looked like they were going to go with the hook and ladder here, Joe, as Hillsman was coming in, and I think Stinson was thinking about pitching the ball before he could catch it, and ends up an incomplete pass here. So they'll go to the locker room with Vero Beach leading 28-0, and can't imagine that Coach Jay will be real thrilled with how that first half ended, even though they were dominant in that first quarter. 28 points. Let's go down to the sideline, check in with Derek, who's got Coach Jay.
Coach Jay, thoughts on the first half?
Obviously a very good half, especially a good first quarter. I think we don't score in the red zone there, and then they turn it into points, so that's a big swing for us. So we got to get it cleaned up. Obviously, we got some homecoming festivities here to deal with. Keep our focus on the game and come out and clean it up the second half.
Thank you, Coach.
You got it.
Coach Jankowski talking about that first half of play where Vero Beach goes to the locker room leading 28-7 over Rockledge. Stick around. We got the Genesis Church of Vero Beach halftime show featuring women of the Fighting Indians with host Bobby Paris. This is Fighting Indians football.
Hello, I'm Derek, the senior pastor of the Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
And I am Ryan, the voice of Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
We would like to invite you to...
Wait a minute, I should do this because I'm the voice.
Then you go right ahead, Ryan.
I will. I would like to invite you to join us on Sunday mornings at 10:15 a.m. for worship at our new location.
It's at 3660 16th Street, right beside Rosewood Magnet School and right across the street from Leisure Square Recreation Center, right here in Vero Beach.
Hey, I was going to say that before you interrupted me.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Please continue.
At Genesis Church, we love Jesus and we love people, so we hope you come join us this Sunday at 10:15 a.m.
The Genesis Church of Vero Beach, a place of love where honest men are known, unafraid to love the hardest heart of stone.
You talk too much.
Thanks, Ryan.
Stick with me, kids. Stick with me.
Welcome to the Fighting Indians halftime show, brought to you by Genesis Church of Vero Beach. Here's your host, Bobby Paris.
Welcome to Women of the Fighting Indians. Hi, I'm Bobby Paris, and I have the privilege to interview and get to know these moms who have supported and been there for these boys and sacrificed to help them reach this level of football. So kudos to these special ladies. My guest this evening is Tara Harrell. Welcome, Tara.
Thank you.
We are so glad to have you. She is the mom to Duke Phillip, number 0, linebacker at 6'1", 237 pounds. Duke is a mighty force for our Fighting Indians. A great athlete with, according to my husband, plays very aggressive as a linebacker should and will probably play at the next level. He is a leader on the team, and the players all really like Duke. He has a great personality. With that, though, this is your time, Tara, so tell us about yourself.
Hi, my name is Tara Harrell. I am a mother of 6, 4 girls, 2 boys, with Duke being my youngest child. I also have 5 grands. I was born and raised in West Palm Beach by my mother, Kelly Harrell, which is no longer here with us. My oldest name is Quinteria. I have Kiera, my second oldest. Ariel is my third oldest. Terry is the 4th. Lateria is my 5th daughter. And Duke is my last and final.
Are you sure about that?
I am positive.
Well, that's good because now you're into the grands. So that's fun. That's a fun time. So you have a house full. I think you only have a couple still living that are not living at home.
Yes. It's Kiera and Terry. They're no longer in the home.
Okay. You had stair steps for children. You are a busy lady. And with that being said, how do you keep this time of year is so busy? They just cram everything in between school starting and Christmas and the holidays and homecoming and you name it. How do you keep things organized in your home?
Pretty much go with the flow, and we all work together as a team.
Okay. That's important. And cell phones. What did we do before cell phones?
I can't even call it. Cell phones is what it is.
I know it, and I think that we're all kind of addicted to that. So I think that's wonderful. So, because you do have a lot of people still at home, are you cooking big pots of food still?
From time to time, we'll have those times where we'll cook these large meals, mostly on a Sunday, and everybody work together as a team in the kitchen and get it done.
Okay. So Sunday is sort of a family day.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's great. We got to make time for that. We can't lose that. So I know our great Booster Club, and I give kudos to them all the time. They feed these boys after every practice, but he's a big boy.
Most definitely. It takes a lot to keep him fit, but we do what we got to do as a team.
I don't know how y'all do it. I go to the grocery store, and I just can't get out of there without taking out a loan practically. It's crazy today. But anyway, so he's blessed to have you and all his family. How do you spend family time? I know it's hard.
And as far as spending family time, we cannot plan. It just has to happen. That's the only way it works.
Okay, and if they show up, they show up, and that's good. And they say, Mom, what's to eat? No. Yeah, pretty much. Women of Fighting Indians football will continue right after this.
Hello, I'm Derek, the senior pastor of the Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
And I am Ryan, the voice of Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
We would like to invite you to...
Wait a minute, I should do this because I'm the voice.
Then you go right ahead, Ryan.
I will. I would like to invite you to join us on Sunday mornings at 10:15 a.m. for worship at our new location.
It's at 3660 16th Street, right beside Rosewood Magnet School and right across the street from Leisure Square Recreation Center, right here in Vero Beach.
Hey, I was going to say that before you interrupted me.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Please continue.
At Genesis Church, we love Jesus and we love people, so we hope you come join us this Sunday at 10:15 a.m.
The Genesis Church of Vero Beach, a place of love where honest men are known, unafraid to love the hardest heart of stone.
You talk too much.
Thanks, Ryan.
Stick with me, kids. Stick with me.
Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizzas, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277 or capspizzamenu.com.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church of Vero Beach. Once again, Bobby Paris.
My guest this evening is Tara Harrell. She is the mom to Duke Phillip, number 0. You know, I am such a proponent for student athlete. So with that being said, because, we can't play the game if we don't have the grades. How is Duke in the classroom?
He's doing pretty good. He may have a couple struggles, but he bounces back real quick, fix it, and get it taken care of.
I think that's important, and I am so pleasantly surprised with these football players. They all seem to be very focused and know they have to have that grade in the classroom. And I think you said he did transfer, and sometimes that's a little adjustment.
Yeah, he did transfer last season. He started in January, which it was a surprise for me that he switched over so quick, but what was destined happened.
And I think that's been really good for him, and it's been awesome for the team, I can tell you. So what are some of his plans for after grad? Well, first of all, I want to ask you, has he heard from any schools yet?
Yes, he has heard from a couple schools. He's received a couple offers, one from Chowan University in Western Kentucky.
I like Kentucky. Lived there as a little girl. It's a beautiful state. Yeah, that would be awesome. So, but I know you said you talked a little bit about life after football.
I did have a conversation with him about life after football, because when you ask him what he wants, it's football, football, football. But I did have a conversation with him on, you got to have another plan in any event. And he did speak about going into sports medicine as another option.
Okay. I think that's great. And that would be right up his alley. All right. And I ask this of most of my moms, and they're all very good. Give me 3 things that you feel are top priority for raising a successful child in today's, I want to say, broken world, basically, that we have.
First off and foremost, always first will be God, second family, and then most definitely education.
That's right. The education is power. It truly is. Tara, if you could have a Tara day just for you, no agenda, what would that look like?
Exactly. Let it speak for itself. A Tara day, peace and quiet for Tara.
I love it. Don't call me, I'll call you. I think that's great. Well, with that many children, you have to. Do you ever get a Tara day?
I'll take it.
Well, and you know what do you work?
I'm actually a child braider. I braid little girls' hair. So
how fun is that?
I love it. I love the kids.
I have to hook you up with some of my granddaughters. They love that, and they're beautiful. Who would you like to give a shout out to?
I would like to give a shout out to first God, then my children, and any supporters that supporting Duke through his journey. Okay. I appreciate you.
All righty. And you know what? I'm sure God appreciates that shout out. He likes to hear that. That's awesome. All right. What a fun time talking with you and getting to know you and your family better. Your daughter's here with you. She's beautiful. I see you braided her hair, I bet.
Actually, my sister did her hair.
Okay. Well, it's beautiful. My hair's not long enough. I wish I could do that. We will be watching number 0, Duke, as he helps his team to a winning season. And we know that you all will be in the stands as the 12th man in the huddle, shouting loud and proud. So we end this by saying,
Go Fighting Indians!
Hello, I'm Derek, the senior pastor of the Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
And I am Ryan, the voice of Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
We would like to invite you to...
Wait a minute, I should do this because I'm the voice.
Then you go right ahead, Ryan.
I will. I would like to invite you to join us on Sunday mornings at 10:15 a.m. for worship at our new location.
It's at 3660 16th Street, right beside Rosewood Magnet School and right across the street from Leisure Square Recreation Center, right here in Vero Beach.
Hey, I was going to say that before you interrupted me.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Please continue.
At Genesis Church, we love Jesus and we love people, so we hope you come join us this Sunday at 10:15 a.m.
The Genesis Church of Vero Beach, a place of love where honest men are known, unafraid to love the hardest heart of stone.
You talk too much.
Thanks, Ryan.
Stick with me, kids. Stick with me.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Christian FM thanks SOS Pest Services, who know that Florida's warm climate means pests of all types, disrupting our comfort and lifestyle. When it's time to sound the alarm, SOS will send their technicians to promptly deal with the problem, so no more worries about unwanted guests. SOS Pest has a range of services tailored to meet individual needs, serving Orchid, Indian River Shores, North Hutchinson Island, and surrounding areas. Owned and managed by lifetime local pros. Online at sospestservices.com or 772-296-2966.
Hi, Vero Beach. I'm Frank Storr from Tom Collins Insurance. Born and raised right here in a former Fighting Indian, I'm very proud to support this team and this great community. Tom Collins Insurance has been locally owned and operated right here since 1989. We are Vero. For all your insurance needs, my number is 772-778-9222. Go Indians.
Hello, I'm Derek, the senior pastor of the Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
And I am Ryan, the voice of Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
We would like to invite you to...
Wait a minute, I should do this because I'm the voice.
Then you go right ahead, Ryan.
I will. I would like to invite you to join us on Sunday mornings at 10:15 a.m. for worship at our new location.
It's at 3660 16th Street, right beside Rosewood Magnet School and right across the street from Leisure Square Recreation Center, right here in Vero Beach.
Hey, I was going to say that before you interrupted me.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Please continue.
At Genesis Church, we love Jesus and we love people, so we hope you come join us this Sunday at 10:15 a.m.
The Genesis Church of Vero Beach, a place of love where honest men are known, unafraid to love the hardest heart of stone.
You talk too much.
Thanks, Ryan.
Stick with me, kids, stick with me.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy, to country fried steak and eggs, to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Gino's Nutrition Shop carries a wide selection of safe supplements for athletes no matter their age, especially regular gym goers. I'm Gino, and we love supporting the Fighting Indians. Our supplements work for muscle recovery, hydration, focus, immunity health, along with grab-and-go meals. At Gino's Nutrition Shop in Miracle Mile, our customers are family.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church of Vero Beach. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Well, Gary's not here tonight. Gary's actually on his way, or actually I think by now he's in Cincinnati with UCF as they'll be playing the Bearcats tomorrow. And this is actually Joe Mills, not Gary Paris. I mean, I've called it Gary 2.0, but yes.
Okay, 2.0, I'll take it.
One of the things we were joking about is like, Gary's actually a tall guy. You're a tall guy. I am not. So next time I got to get a fill-in. I got to find somebody that's a little lower. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So we're having a good time here at the Citrus Bowls. Vero Beach is leading 28-7. It's really been a dominant performance, Joe, by the Fighting Indians. But when you have a couple of plays, yes, one big explosive play, and then one explosive play taken away, it kind of leaves you with a little bit of a sour taste because you just kind of go, oh, my goodness, man, we could be up by another touchdown, and we gave up a touchdown. And it just, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I mean, almost feels greedy that you feel this way. But your thoughts on the first half?
Well, first quarter was awesome from Vero. Everything went well. We talked about everything's going your way. But how it ended is, coach has got to be a little upset stomach there going into halftime because he's concerned. Obviously before the pregame, I talked about how this team is close with some great teams on their schedule earlier in the year. Probably a penalty or a mistake, a turnover was the difference in the game. So here we have, a late score by them off of our miscues. And then, of course, at the beginning of the third quarter, they get the ball first. So coach is probably really dogging them right now about how to start the second
Yeah, no
half.
kidding, right? Because, if Rockledge somehow goes down the field and gets a touchdown and now it becomes 28-14, it's a different tone, different game now than it was when it was basically 28-0 to 28-7.
Again, especially in high school, but college, momentum means a lot.
Yeah.
If they went in the locker room with momentum.
Right.
We got to somehow take it away from them the first 4 minutes of the third quarter.
There you go. So Let's take a look at the Durfee's Heating and Cooling first half stats. It was 250 yards of offense for Vero Beach versus 110 yards of offense for Rockledge. And on one play, 60 yards for Rockledge on the pass to Mitchell. So there you go. I mean, it really has been a dominant performance by the Fighting Indians in this first half of play. But when you have one explosive play like that, it really just changed the tone overall. But EJ so far, 11 of 14. He's got 161 yards, a couple of touchdowns. Vero's run for 89 yards so far in this first half. And it's really been, the Xavier Stinson show in this first half. 6 catches, 96 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's, been the Division I type of receiver that we know he can be. And oftentimes, Joe, what ends up happening with a lot of these receivers is like they have one good game, the defense is going to cue in on them and make sure to shut them down. Well, tonight, Xavier's been able to get free, and he's showing what kind of a talent he really is.
Yeah, obviously he's dominating there. And, hey, don't forget about that big guy that scored the first half.
Oh, my goodness. How about that? Of course. The offensive lineman.
Yes,
right?
I'm a big fan of those guys.
Big Champ Smith got the very first touchdown of the game. Coach puts him in the backfield, and EJ hands off to him, and he goes from 6 yards out. This wasn't like a 1-yard dive, folks. This is a 6-yard run, and I mean he hopped over the line and got into the end zone for the score. And, a little bit later in our postgame show, that may be our Midas play of the game right there.
Well, he's averaging 6 yards a carry.
There you go. Wow. I love how you did that, man. Boy, you must be an educator or something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Well, it's been a great start or good performance so far for Vero Beach in this first half. Yeah, I didn't like the way the first half ended, but I guarantee you we're going to come out on fire here to start this second half. It is homecoming night here at the Citrus Bowl. In fact, they're talking about the homecoming court right now behind us. We're going to step aside. We'll get set for the start of the second half. This is Fighting Indians football.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting Fighting Indians sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic, when the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or parisfamilychiro.com.
The McCall Agency, Inc. owner is a fourth-generation Vero Beach resident and big supporter of the community and the Fighting Indians. The McCall Agency, Inc. is an independent agency and broker whose motto is securing your future one policy at a time. To learn more about personal, commercial, life, or health insurance services, Ron McCall can be reached at 772-473-6856 or McCallAgencyInc.com.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles to 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
The Fighting Indians halftime show is brought to you by Genesis Church of Vero Beach. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Well, welcome back here to Billy Living's Field at the Citrus Bowl. It is homecoming night here, and just a moment ago they announced the king and queen, and Jazaria Taylor is the homecoming queen here tonight for 2025. And the homecoming king, well, I tell you, when things are going your way, how about E.J. White as the homecoming king for Vero Beach in 2025. And E.J.'s having a great night here as well on the football field. Thrown for 161 yards in the first half with a couple of touchdowns to Xavier Stinson. Let's go down to the field, check in with Derek. And Derek, what was the talk in the locker room?
comes to the last couple of minutes of the first half, really a lot of swings of emotion and a lot of swings in the football game. You have the interception when we're going in to be up 35, and then all of a sudden they intercept the ball and they come down the field and run that deep post and score right across the middle in the seam, and now it's a 21-point game. So coach was like, that's why you play every single play. So let's come out in the second half and let's set the tone. We did some good things in the first half, but let's set the tone and finish this half well and finish this game well.
Yeah, Derek, you could see the arm strength of Blaylock when he had time to throw. Man, he could really put it down the field.
And that's what I was talking to you about in the pregame. They set up a lot of stuff with their running game. They just kind of lull you, and all of a sudden you're kind of sleepwalking, get your eyes caught in the backfield, and they throw it right down the seam there and complete a big pass, and credit to them. But that's when we got to come out and play the next play.
All right, thanks a lot, Derek. As Vero Beach will get ready to get started here for the second half, and it's a 28-7 lead for Vero Beach. Next week, Vero Beach Fighting Indians head on the road to take on Pahokee. Now, that game, I want to make sure you got a programming note here. That game is slated to kick off at 6:30, so a good 30 minutes ahead of when we normally kick off. And so our pregame coverage will begin about 5:30 with Countdown to Kickoff presented by Cab's Pizza. And then Vero Beach stays on the road for the following week to take on their last district opponent of the season, Treasure Coast. And that'll be down at South County Stadium in Port St. Lucie. Game time for that is 7 o'clock. And then Vero Beach comes back home after those 2 weeks on the road to finish up with Somerset Academy. That will be on a Thursday night, October 30th. And game time for that also at 7 o'clock. Raiders down 28-7. Now, they won the toss. They elected to defer for the first half, so they're going to get the ball to start this third quarter here in just a moment. For Vero Beach, they got things started off pretty quick. 6-yard run by Champ Smith got him the first touchdown, and then it was back-to-back possessions with back-to-back plays by Xavier Stinson, 27-yard catch for a touchdown and a 16-yard catch for a touchdown. E.J. White ran one in for 5 yards, and that made it 28-0. Micah Roberts with a fumble recovery, but then Vero Beach trying to go into the end zone had a pass deflected and ultimately intercepted. That set up the Raiders to go for a big strike play of 60 yards with Mitchell, and that's where we sit, 28-7, as Mauer's going to kick this one high, and it's caught at the 2. To the 10, 15, 20, and coverage will stop the return right at the 20-yard line.
That's the first one that didn't make it in the end zone. Kickoff, huh?
That is true, Joe. Everything so far has been into the end zone about a good 3 to 5 yards deep for a touchback. So now Robbie Blaylock, who got a deep strike to Elijah Mitchell late in the first half for a touchdown of 60 yards, will bring the Raider offense back out on the field, starting from their own 20-yard line, down 28-7. Blitz coming. Run's going to go to the opposite way, and boy, what a good run it was off the left edge to the 25.
Yeah, we had a good blitz there just coming from the wrong side on that thing. It could have been a big loss, but anyway, it's good defensive pickup there.
So a 5-yard gain makes it 2nd down and 5. Raiders will set up with trips to the right side. They've got a single receiver wide on the left. Another handoff, and another about 5-yard gain.
Yeah.
This will be close for a first down, depending on the spot. Might be just shy. No, they're going to give it to him. So the Raiders going to move the chains. And, Joe, like you said, they found some things late in the second quarter, and they're coming out and continuing.
They're trying to make our linebackers be honest there, so we're not bringing them all the time, and that's opened up some other things for them.
Twin receivers on either side for 1st and 10 at the 30. Blaylock's got pressure coming, and he's going to go. He's going to throw it. Finds a receiver. Dumps it off to the running back, who's at the 30, 35, to the 40. And that's going to turn into a first down. What a play by Blaylock, who looked like he was going to get sacked and dumped it off at the last second.
He had to be patient to wait for that to happen, develop.
So they'll spot this to the 42-yard line and move the chains again for another first down for the Raiders. 10.5 to go in this third quarter, and it's a 28-7 lead for Vero Beach. Raiders trying to move. Trips to the left side. Another handoff off the right side. That'll be another 5 to 6 yard gain, and Allen with the carry. So the Raiders seemingly finding something here and have the Indian defense kind of on their heels a little bit here on this drive.
Yes.
2nd and 5 coming up. Ball now sitting at the Raider 48. On 2nd and 5, Blaylock, he's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Red shirt's after him, and he gets out of the pressure, turns it upfield, and will be just shy of the first down marker as he went out of bounds.
Yeah, we had some pressure on him, but that quarterback's a little elusive. He got out of it and made the corner.
Brings up, yeah, picked up 3. He's got 3rd and short here, about a real short 2. Really 1 yard. As the ball's sitting on the Vero 49. Going to go trips to the left side. Same formation they've been running here. Play clock's inside 10 seconds. Now at 5. Handoff and a slip. Allen was going to hit it up the gut there, and he will be shy. It's 4th down. Got to believe Coach Holmes is going to go for it here when you're down 28-7. A little shift of personnel here.
He tried to make a cut, and feet went out from under him. There was a hole.
So they're going to bring in Joe Watkins, the other quarterback, who's known for using more of his legs. Blaylock's going to line up in there as well. And now whistle.
Delay of game?
It will be delay of game, I believe. No. It is delay of game.
But just because he threw the flag.
Boy, that just changed everything there, Joe. Boy, they had an opportunity on 4th and short, and now it looks like Coach Holmes will punt this ball away. Missed opportunity for the Raiders. Let's see if Vero can capitalize here, as now Raiders forced to punt the ball away. We saw Townsend earlier with a nice return. Let's see if he can get his hands on this ball this time.
Oh,
they were fake, and they were going to go for it. Instead, it bobbled the snap, and it's going to be back to the 35-yard line, and Vero Beach now with a gift.
Yeah, Vero Beach got lucky, or very helpful this last 2 plays because Rockledge was their biggest enemy on both of them. Got a delay game, and then this fake punt, the up back dropped the ball.
So Vero Beach now on the plus side at the 35-yard line. A loss of 15 on the bad snap there and mishap. So the offense for Vero Beach with prime position here, starting from the Raider 35, 1st down and 10. And here comes homecoming king E.J. White.
His royalty.
EJ going to roll out right, fires, looking for Stinson, goes up for the pass, sheds the tackle inside the 20, down to about the 16. And that will be a first down, brought to you by Frank Stawara at Tom Collins Insurance, your hometown coverage team.
EJ had plenty of time. The ball was a little high, but Stinson did a great job with it.
That's also a Hummingbird Care Services red zone alert. Ball at the 17. Little shuffle pass off the left side for Melbourne. Melbourne looking for some blocks inside the 10 to about the 8. Bring up second down and short.
That's a short shuttle pass?
Yes. Picks up 8. They'll spot it at the 9-yard line. Second down. Woods off the right side to the 5. Woods trying to stay on his feet, lunging for the end zone. Ball came out.
The ground caused it.
I think they're going to mark it at the 1-yard line. And that will be a first down, Joe. Be first and goal for Vero if that is indeed the ruling.
Woods is just trying to outrun everyone to the corner. And looked like the ground caused the
Yeah,
problem.
it did. I mean, he check.
But they just reversed it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Let's check in with
Come
Derek.
down. We were reaching out for the touchdown. Trey was reaching out for the goal line there and kind of was short. They're saying that he was short when he reached out, and the ball came out when he reached out. His legs were still up.
Okay.
The ball came out of the back of the end zone, and they're giving him the ball.
Well, for our viewers at home, they're going to argue differently because it was when he landed on the ground where the ball came out. But nonetheless, it is ruled a fumble, and that will go to the Raiders, and they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line where it'll be first down and 10.
You really got to ask your defense to pick up here and give it back to the offense because you don't want their offense out there to try to make the big play that they shown they can do.
Blaylock's going to hand off. Running back sheds a tackle and will get to the 23-yard line, a pickup 3. And that was Allen on the carry. Bring up second and 7.
Was that Malachi Reed that he shed? I was trying to see what number that was.
Yeah, Reed on that defensive end.
Yeah. Was it Burbick? Okay.
Trips to the right side. Blaylock rolling out right. Pressure coming. Reed putting the pressure on him, and that will force Blaylock to throw it away.
So it's good to see we're getting pressure again. Make the quarterback get rid of the ball.
So it brings up a big third down now for the Raiders. And the Indian defense looking to make a stand here, see if they can force a punt. As Reed really turned on the Jets to put the pressure on Blaylock back deep. Blaylock got outside the tackle box, able to just throw that ball away and bring up a third down and 7 from the 23. Again, Blaylock looking to throw. He's just going to launch it down the sideline, and that's just going to go out of bounds, too far out for the receiver to catch. Even if he could have got his hands on it, it would have been out of bounds. So fourth down, and the Indian defense, Joe, does its job.
Yeah, they heard that pass again. That's one thing. We've seen that he can throw deep. We just don't want to give him time to be accurate.
Yeah. So fourth down now for the Raiders. They'll send the punt unit out. And Michael Arbor will punt this ball away. So Melbourne and Townsend back deep for Vero, waiting for Arbor's punt. Arbor does get the punt away. This is a high punt. Townsend going back, collects it at the 39 or the 41. Townsend trying to shake off tackles, will get to the 45-yard line, about a 10-yard return. Now here comes a flag as we had a little pushing and shoving going on. Hopefully this is not against Vero.
No, Duke was over there on the sideline.
We'll wait and see what the official calls here. It's going to be a personal foul, and it's going to go against Vero. So that will back the Indians up into their own territory, back around their own 40-yard line.
Not what Coach Jay wants at this time.
Yeah, Joe, it's just been kind of a lackluster start here this third quarter for both teams, really.
Yeah, Vero's got to have a gut check here. I mean, next week they're going to Pahokee, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Vero sets up shop at their own 40-yard line. First down and 10. White, handoff, Hillsman up the gut. Oh, boy, he had a lane, and he just got tripped up, but not after he picks up about 7.
That was a big old hole, and he found it, hit it.
The ball will be spotted at the 47-yard line of Vero Beach. 2nd and 4. Actually, 2nd and 3. White, play action, looking out right, fires, looking for his receiver. And did Stinson catch that? He did. Excuse me, that's Render. No, instead it's going to fall incomplete. They were looking for Dontelis Render coming across, and he couldn't quite bring it in.
Stretched out for it, but I guess he didn't get it in.
Yeah. So that'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Indians, who lead 28-7. We're in the third quarter, 6:21 remaining.
Have we punted yet?
I do not. No, we have not.
3rd and short, so.
Would not be surprised if this is 4 down.
Yeah, 3rd.
Keeper by White. White up the gut. He's got the first down and more. Still got some blockers. EJ still on his feet inside the 40, down near the 36.
Love his competitiveness, man. He's going to make sure we get it done.
That's a first down for Vero Beach. Thanks, Frank Stewart, Tom Collins Insurance coverage on the field and off. As the Indians will have the ball at the 37-yard line, and we've got a water break timeout. It's 6:04 in the third quarter. Vero Beach up 28-7.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Caribbean Lawn and Landscaping.
Back here at Billy Livings Field at the Citrus Bowl, Paul, Joe, Derek, Don here tonight. It is week 8 of high school football. The Fighting Indians hosting the Rockledge Raiders. Homecoming night here for the Indians. We are in the third quarter at 6:04, coming out of the water break timeout. Vero Beach not really doing much here in this third quarter, but they've got an opportunity now as they've got the ball at the Raider 37-yard line, where it is first down and 10. Twin receivers on either side, one back in the backfield as White now drops back in the gun. Woods in motion, play action. White going to let it fly, looking for Stinson down the sideline. Jump ball, and it falls incomplete.
That was a nice battle there between the secondary and the... It's a nice battle there between the secondary and the wide receiver there.
Yeah, oftentimes Stinson makes that play, but sometimes, the ball just doesn't seem to go our way, and now it sets up for a 2nd down and long. And after Vero took a long shot there, let's see what they do on 2nd and 10 from the Raider 37. Clock's at 5:46, third quarter. Play clock's inside 5 seconds. We got to hurry up. And we just got to delay a game.
Got a flag.
And it'll make it 2nd down and 15. The play clocks are not in use tonight. They've been having some technical issues with the play clock. So you have to watch the back judge. And he'll hold his arm up when there's 10 seconds left on the play clock. And then he will count with his arm the last 5 seconds. And sometimes it's hard for the players to totally see that. But you got plenty of time to try to get a play off. But that time, Vero Beach just got stung with a 5-yard penalty and make it 2nd down and 15. White, pressure coming. He eludes it. He's going to fire downfield. Melbourne's open. He could not bring it in. He was open. It would have been a first down, and now it's 3rd and long.
Man, that was a nice move by EJ there. The blitzer was there on him. He just
way to shed the tackle and get outside the pocket, look downfield, looking for Melbourne. He found him, and Melbourne just unable to bring it in.
It wasn't perfect, but it was catchable.
Yeah, it was a little high for Marcus.
But very catchable. But
so now you got 3rd and 15. My guess, Joe, is if we can get at least half of this, Coach Jay will go for it on 4th down.
Oh, yeah, this side of the 50?
Yeah. Got to get the play off inside 5 seconds. Got to hurry up. And there you go. Just got it off. Quick screen, Melbourne. And he gets inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. So it's 4th down. Good 7 yards to go. Coming up to 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if the Indians can dial up a 4th and 7 play here. White looking to throw. Firing, looking downfield. As wide open as Woods.
Whoa.
Touchdown, Trey Woods, who was totally wide open. How about that play from 33 out?
I'd like to see that play again. Coach must have formationed him wide open. Plenty of time for EJ to pass. The line's doing their job there.
So it's been the first quarter since Vero Beach last scored a touchdown, and with that 33-yard pass, Vero Beach gets into the end zone one more time and now makes it 34-7. Swanson set for the extra point. High snap, Banzoff brings it down, and it is through the uprights. Good job by Austin there, and makes it 35-7.
HBS Glass is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Athletics and Christian FM. Since 1973, HBS Glass has served homeowners, architects, and contractors in the Vero Beach area. HBS Glass offers hurricane impact windows and doors. HBS Glass, 722 3rd Place or hbsglass.com. Thanks to HBS Glass.
Thanks to our partners, Vero Elite Rehab and Orthopedic Surgery in Vero Beach. Doctors Marcus Malone, Ron Robinson, and Kent Smiley love serving their patients and the community. Same day and next day appointments are available. More at VeroEliteOrtho.com.
Well, you go 60 yards in 7 plays. It's a 33-yard pass from White to Trey Woods, and it is a 35-7 lead now for Vero Beach with 4:41 remaining in the 3rd quarter. That is your McCall Insurance Agency scoring drive as Riley Swanson gets set to kick off. This one's going high, but it's returnable at the 1, to the 5, to the 10, 15, and a little extra surge, so maybe about the 16 or 17-yard line, and that's where Rockledge will start.
Yeah, sometimes you wonder why he catches that ball way deep on the goal line. You just let it go in and get to the 20 in that situation. I guess you think, like any good returner, they want their chance.
Absolutely. You never know what could happen. What a nice play for Vero Beach, Joe, is they kind of set them up, going one direction and then coming back on another direction that looked like the same play, and Woods was wide open.
It looked like he had a little wheel route there.
On 1st down, handoff left side. Be about a 3-yard, 4-yard gain on the play.
Looked like they're trying to go off tackle there.
Cutter with the carry for the Raiders will get the ball to the 22, where it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard gain. Single receiver to the left, trips to the right side. 2nd and 6, Blaylock pressured, coming out, Lance.
Yeah, you got him.
And there is a sack by Lance Stone in the backfield.
He did a good job of tracking him down.
He did. And that tackle all the way back inside the 10-yard line to about the 9, almost the 8-yard line. Lose 14 on the play.
Looked like he was going to try to set up a deep pass. It didn't come down. Didn't check down.
Now you're looking at 3rd and 20 as we get another one of these little showers in here at the Citrus Bowl. Handoff. Left side. Pick up about 2, maybe 3 yards. And it's 4th down and punt. So, Joe, again, defense comes up with a big play.
Yes.
Big sack by Lance Stone. And that really forced Rockledge to go conservative on a 3rd down and long play. And now they'll have to punt this ball away. And back deep is Marcus Melbourne, Travian Townsend. Fake. As they end around, and boy, Indians, Micah Roberts caught up with him, and it will be a tackle around the 10-yard line and another gift for Vero Beach.
Yeah, I don't know how well that was set up.
Well, I guess when it's not successful, you'd say not very well.
The obvious, huh?
Yes. So plus 11 now for Vero Beach. Vero Beach will 1st and 10 from the 11. 2:27 to go, 3rd quarter. Hillsman in the backfield with E.J. White. Going to hand off. Hillsman cuts up the middle. Hurdles over a player to the 5.
Nice pull and block. Opened it up there for Hillsman, right?
Yeah, Jonathan Hillsman with the carry. 2nd and 6. From the 7-yard line. 2nd down, 6. Coming up 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Another handoff. Hillsman, he started right, cut back left. He's lunging for it, but he's going to be just shy. But I think he's at the 1st down mark there, and this should be 1st and goal.
I don't know if it's designed this way, but, they had a pulling guard to the right. The running back went to the left, so I don't know if he just saw something and cut, or is it designed to go away from the pulling guard?
Well, Tuesday night, Coach's Corner.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Coach Jankowski will not answer that question.
Well, there are some plays that they go away from the pulling guard. I don't know if he does it.
White up under center. Little keeper underneath. How about Champ Smith with the quick one underneath, and he goes in for his 2nd touchdown of his career and of the night.
The greatest night he can ever have, huh?
Champ Smith got the 1st touchdown of the night, and now he has got his 2nd touchdown of the night to make it a 41-7 lead. And we'll wait for Riley Swanson to see if he can tack on an extra point.
In one-nighter season.
Swanson gets set. Kick is up, and it is good. Make it 42-7. Vero Beach on top.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
Well, Champ Smith having quite the night here. An offensive lineman turned into a makeshift running back on a couple of plays here for Vero Beach. He scored the very first touchdown of the night tonight, a 6-yard run, and then he's just now added a 1-yard run. And Vero Beach has extended its lead here late in the third quarter, 42-7, and we are now to a running clock. Maurer is going to kick this one high. It will not go into the, well, might actually did bounce into the end zone as Joe's been trying to coach him up to let him go, let it roll in, and they did. And that will do it for the end of the third quarter. Vero Beach dominant in this ball game, leading 42-7.
A septic system is only as good as the installation and maintenance. Reliable Septic is the name known along the coast for being the professionals who install and service these systems for both residential and commercial uses. They'll determine the on-site needs and design considerations for a complete wastewater treatment system. Thanks to Reliable Septic Service. 772-562-4242.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. A family-owned and operated business, the Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772-778-2633 or molinaripools.com.
Billy Livingsfield at the Citrus Bowl. Paul, Joe, Derek, Don here tonight, week 8 of high school football as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Vero Beach hosting Rockledge, and another touchdown for Vero Beach has really put the exclamation point on this ball game here. Is now a 35-point difference, and Vero Beach able to get the running clock now. Flag comes down on the play as Rockledge runs it up to about the 30-yard line.
Should be offensive.
I believe so. It looks like probably going to be a legal shift. So that's going to back the Raiders up as the clock continues to roll. For the Raiders, they've got their next games are Pine Ridge, New Smyrna Beach, and Cocoa. Pine Ridge and New Smyrna Beach are district games, and right now, Rockledge is 2-0 in the district. So if they can win their next 2 ball games, they'll win the district title, and that will get them into the playoffs, Joe. So even though their record doesn't look stellar right now, they still have an opportunity to get to postseason play. Handoff off the left side, not much going there, as the defense now able to just really kind of tee off here.
Again, they're trying to go off tackle again, and everybody was there for it.
They'll lose one on the play. For Vero Beach, next week they travel to Pahokee. Game time now, make sure you note this, is 6:30 kickoff. Our coverage will begin at 5:30 with countdown to kickoff, presented by Cap's Pizza. Blaylock looking to throw, pressured out of the pocket, rolling out right, looking downfield, and just has to let it go. And that will be a throwaway, live to fight another day or another down.
Blaylock was trying to stretch it out there so he could make a play, but good thing our defense made sure nothing came open.
Brings up 3rd down and long. It'll be a 3rd and 16 for the Raiders as the clock continues to roll here now. With Vero up 42-7, we are in a running clock situation. Blaylock looking to throw. He's got time. He's going to fire. Finds his receiver at the 15-yard line, and a good open field tackle. And that will bring up 4th down. Allen with the catch.
Need to watch for a fake.
Hey, you never know.
They've
tried 2 now.
2 in a row.
They've tried 2. The last one, I couldn't believe they actually tried it as they got tackled around their own 10-yard line. Again, you've got Travion Townsend, Marcus Melbourne will go back deep, waiting for the punt from Arbor, if indeed they are going to try to punt. Arbor does get the snap. We'll get the punt off. Nice. Great spiral punt. Townsend just lets it go. Now he's going to pick it up around the 29-yard line. Townsend trying to go. Now a flag's going to come in. Flag's coming in all over the place. Townsend still on his feet. Townsend to the 35. Townsend to the 30-yard line. I got a feeling this is coming way back.
I just wasn't sure who it was because
flags were in all over the place.
Something that 53 had something going on for us, but
well, we'll check this penalty here. It's going to be a hold against Vero Beach.
That must be it.
And that must be it. There were 2 flags down, but I guess they both saw the same thing.
There's 3 flags down.
That's true. There's 3 flags down. I guess they all 3 saw it at the same time. So instead of being near the plus, being on the plus side at the 30-yard line, we've got the ball all the way back to our 35-yard line.
Looks like we have some backups in.
Yeah, so you're going to see Landon Kaler come in, 6'2", 185-pound senior at quarterback. As we're at 6:48 and counting in this fourth quarter, Vero up 42-7. E.J. White, great night tonight, including getting the honor of being named King of Homecoming. Timeout's going to be taken for a water break. 6:34 to go in the fourth quarter. Vero up 42-7.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by HBS Glass.
Back here at the Citrus Bowl after the water break, in Vero Beach leading 42-7. Now they've got the ball. They're obviously at this point putting in several second teamers. Landon Kaler in at quarterback. First down and 10 from our own 35. Twin receivers on either side. Bands off in motion. Gets the shuffle pass. Working around the left edge. Got a little bit of a block. Turns it upfield to the 40. And a good run by Austin to the 42.
Yeah, this is a good time for coaches to get the second string and other guys some reps in there. Some real game time film on them. But just see how they react. See how they grow.
7-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 3. And one of the Raider players trying to get off the field here. Now timeout's going to be taken by the Raiders as one of the Raider players was trying to get off the field because of an injury. So Vero Beach will travel next week to Pahokee. 6:30 kickoff time. Make sure to make note of that. If you're planning on traveling, there'll be an earlier kickoff than usual. And if you're planning on listening or watching, we'll get our coverage started around 5:30 with countdown to kickoff. This Tuesday night, Gary and I will join Coach Jankowski at Cap's Pizza for Coach's Corner. We'll talk to Coach about tonight's game, get set for our game against Pahokee, and also we'll talk to our Scott Sporting Good Players of the Game, which is coming up in just a little bit with our Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show. And during our postgame show, we will select the Midas play of the game, and I'm pretty sure I know what Joe's going to pick.
Short yardage specialist.
2nd and 3. Handoff off the right side. And maybe got about a yard on the play.
At 6? Yeah.
And that would be Travion Townsend. So it'll be a 3rd and 2 coming up for Vero Beach. Clock's at 5:15 and counting. Fourth quarter, up 42-7. Kaler gonna hand off the right side. Townsend, he leaps over a player, and with that leap, he got the first down. Good job.
Good effort there.
And that will bring up a first down, brought to you by Frank Storer at Tom Collins Insurance. This is WSCF Vero Beach, your home for Fighting Indians football. Paul Tipton along with Joe Mills, Derek West, Don Dexter here tonight. Vero Beach in control, 42-7, fourth quarter, running clock. Little shuffle pass, working around the right side. And Chandler Henley had his number called. Got back to the line of scrimmage.
Got back there, the whole defense flowed his way, and like I said, this is good for them to get on tape because some of these guys aren't picking up the second-level blocking.
So 2nd down and 10. Twin receivers on either side. Kaler, play action, quick screen pass. Jarvis Jacobs is still in the lineup, turns in it upfield, out of a tackle, spins his way past the 45, almost got rid of it, and he has got a first down. What an effort by Jarvis Jacobs.
He just kept pushing.
Picked up 11 on that little screen pass, and what an effort it was by Jarvis Jacobs to give the Indians a first down at the Rockledge 43. This time we'll line up 3 on the left side, a single on the right. Handoff, Townsend. Townsend trying to bounce it to the left, gets inside the 40 to the 39. Townsend in the backfield along with Landon Kaler. Marcus Melbourne in there, Chandler Henley, Austin Banzoff, Jarvis Jacobs at the skill positions. 2nd down and 7. Play action. Jacobs gets the catch, trying to turn it upfield and nowhere to go. He's stuck right at the 40-yard line. Clock continues to tick here. We've got 2:13 and counting. Coming up, we'll have the Roy Bell Grading Services post-game show. Get a chance to talk to one of our coaches. We'll have, at the very least, name our Scott Sporting Good players of the game. With it being homecoming, we may have to alter our typical post-game show. We'll see how things go. Vero looking at a 3rd and 5. Handoff again for Townsend. Townsend shaking some blocks and will get to about the 38, almost the 37-yard line. Brings up 4th down.
I think they kept their starters out there, haven't they?
Rockledge?
Yeah.
I believe so. So Indians will go for it on 4th down and 5. Handoff again to Townsend. Townsend trying to get outside. He's got a lane. Townsend leaps over a player inside the 30-yard line, and that will be enough for a first down, and that should do it for the ball game, folks, as Vero Beach can pretty much just take a knee. They don't even have to really take a knee. They can just let the clock roll here. Now they'll probably have to run one play, depending on when they start the play clock here.
When they whistle.
Oh. Now, if the officials work this right, they can hold off on blowing the whistle until they know.
Should be good to have.
I don't know if that was an actual play or not. I guess it was. They're going to mark it back there, and they'll just let this clock roll out. So
interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
But that last play,
but Vero Beach now going to improve to 7-0 with a 42-7 win over Rockledge here in Week 8. And we'll turn their attention now to homecoming festivities and get set for their next game, which will be against Pahokee. Final 42-7. This is Fighting Indians football.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and their Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
Thanks to our partners, Vero Elite Rehab and Orthopedic Surgery in Vero Beach. Doctors Marcus Malone, Ron Robinson, and Kent Smiley love serving their patients and the community. Same day and next day appointments are available. More at VeroEliteOrtho.com.
Well, here we are with the Roy Bell Grading Services post-game show. Paul Tiffin along with Joe Mills as Vero Beach gets the win 42-7 here in Week 8 of high school football. And from the word go, Joe, it was domination by Vero Beach. Now, give credit to Rockledge. They kept the fight in the second quarter. They got a couple of battles their way, but in the end, it was just too much Vero Beach.
Yeah, we had too much, I guess, overall athletes or whatever you want to call it, team speed. But in the end, it prevailed like it started. You know, it was like everything was going our ways. And then, like as you pointed out there at the end of the second quarter, we had a couple plays that went their way and some penalties. And all of a sudden, they get some new life.
Absolutely. All right, well, we'll have a moment here. We'll head down to the field. Derek West is standing by with one of our coaches, so let's send it down there. Derek?
Here with Coach Kendrick Willis. Coach Willis, complete performance tonight from our offense and our defense.
Yes, sir. We work hard in practice all week, just trying to get offensive line and take it to another level. We've been doing a pretty decent job of doing our job and making sure we were blocking, but we wanted to become more dominant. And I think tonight, man, they came out and was very dominant tonight.
It has to make you feel good, though, seeing one of our offensive linemen go in for 2 touchdowns. The Chance Smith having those 2 touchdowns going in the end zone right there with that blazing speed.
Yes, sir, it was, man. It's amazing. You know, as an offensive lineman dream, you want to get into the end zone. And this week on Wednesday when Coach put it in, man, Champ Smith jumped to the moon. He could not believe it. Like, what? Coach Jay's going to give me an opportunity to score. He couldn't wait to get in there. But, man, it was awesome to see him get in that end zone.
Absolutely. What do we have to do to get ready? Big ball game coming up next week with Pahokee. A lot of speed there, a lot of things to deal with from their defense. What do we have to do to get ready for the game?
Just, you know, the next opponent up on the schedule is always important. Just going back to the details, the rules, trying to be dominant, dominate your job, do it to the best of your ability, and then, you know, and let the chips fall where they may.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Have a great night. Back to you guys.
All right. Thanks, Derek. There you go. That's Coach Kendrick Willis. And, special night, Joe. As a former offensive lineman, man, you got to be really tickled to death to see an offensive lineman get 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I never got one. So, you know, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I guess he's the new short yardage specialist for
No
Coach
kidding,
K,
right?
You know?
My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, how would you like to see a 6'6", 330-something pound coming at you with the ball? I mean, no way. I want to tackle that.
Not even I would like something like that.
No kidding. I mean, and it's impressive to see his athleticism for a guy that size. I mean, to be able to move like he does, that's impressive.
That is. You don't see that often.
No,
so
you
when
do
you do
not.
see it, you're kind of in awe.
Yeah, no kidding. So, yeah, whoever ends up with Champ Smith on their team, they're going to have a real special talent on their roster. So Vero Beach, Joe, gets the win. They won the game they were supposed to win. They were favored in this game, and they did exactly what they were supposed to do.
They did, and at times they look like world beaters, and other times you see that they're human, and so they got stuff to work on. We try to perfect, obviously, mid-season form, but more you want to be in postseason form eventually.
Yeah.
So it's like, and they did overcome. I mean, we had some penalties, we had some mistakes, and it seemed like we almost lost our energy, our momentum.
Yeah.
But we gained it back. And that's kind of the growth that you want. You have to go through these times, as you know, but hopefully when you do meet the kind of caliber that we're going to see eventually, it may be next week, it may be down the road, that you don't have to burn a quarter to get back.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Yeah. The other thing, too, you come out of this relatively healthy. You don't really have it. You didn't see any major injuries, and certainly we're not aware of any at this point. That's also a plus.
Yes, and you got some backups in.
Yeah.
So you got to look at some different kids and get them ready for postseason too.
Yeah, it's going to be it was a good night of football for Vero Beach. Homecoming now is in full celebration mode as the king and queen were announced, and of course E.J. White as the king. I mean, he's got to be on cloud nine right now. Coming out, performing well, getting named the king, and so the celebration is on, and these kids will get a chance to enjoy that, and then the focus will turn to our next opponent, which we will talk about them in just a moment. The Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show continues right after this.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
HBS Glass is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Athletics and Christian FM. Since 1973, HBS Glass has served homeowners, architects, and contractors in the Vero Beach area. HBS Glass offers hurricane impact windows and doors. HBS Glass, 722 3rd Place or hbsglass.com. Thanks to HBS Glass.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
Welcome back to the Citrus Bowl for the Roy Bell Grading Services post-game show. Paul Tippin along with Joe Mills. Derek West is down on the field. And hopefully in a minute we'll get a chance to talk to our Scott Sporting Goods players of the game. And there's a few we could choose from, Joe. I mean, E.J. White had another stellar night as, overall we threw for 239 yards and then also we ran for 141 yards. And some of that was Big Champ Smith.
Yes.
And he had a good, 6 yards or so? Or
maybe,
7 yards?
Maybe 10 yards total.
7 yards or so? Yeah. We can embellish that a little bit. Yeah, it was 20 yards. Yeah, of course, right? Yeah. But a couple of touchdowns. But Xavier Stinson, I was glad to see him have a really productive night tonight. 7 catches, 115 yards, and a couple of touchdowns. And showing, that, he was a UCLA commit, but has decommitted. Now he's ready to go somewhere. So there you go, folks. There was a showcase there. All right, speaking of players, why don't we go find out who our Scott Sporting Good players are, and we head back down to the field. Derek?
Down here with our defensive player of the game, Lance Stone. Lance thought was a great sack right there at the second half that really developed our plot in the second half to be able to take over the game and just kind of salt it away.
Yes, sir. It was a really good call. He actually called it a couple of times before, and I actually missed the sack.
But it was a good call, and when I seen the opportunity, I just took it.
Absolutely. How does our offense, when we have success on offense, we talk a lot about complementary football, and it sure has to help your defense when our offense is scoring at will.
Yes, sir. When the offense scores, it just makes everything easier. It makes it like you could tell in the players that they just like their whole momentum has changed, and it helps out a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely. What do you have to do to get ready for Pahokee?
We're just going to practice like we always do, listen to Coach B, and get the work done.
Absolutely. Well, go celebrate with your teammates. Thank you. All right. Down here with our offensive player of the game, Champ Smith. Champ, offensive lineman extraordinaire, but now I'm going to start calling you running back extraordinaire. 2 touchdowns tonight. Talk about it.
It was amazing. Coach Jake, I came into him at lunchtime. He's a lunch monitor or something. And he was like, I got something for you. I was like, oh, you got something for me, Coach? Okay. So then we came out here. We got a formation called Heavy. And I just get back there and just told it, be athletic, be a big athlete. So I love that formation, man.
I'm willing to bet that you probably set a Vero Beach record for 2 touchdowns by offensive linemen. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I love that. Hey, I hope it never be broken. I tell you that.
That's right. When it comes to our season, what do we have to do to get ready for Pahokee?
When it comes down to practice, Coach Jay always emphasizes, take practice, seriously. So just focusing in practice, just focus on the little details. That's it. And then we're just gonna go out there and play our game like we always do.
Absolutely. Well, go celebrate with your teammates, guys. Have a great night, and back to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Derek. You got Champ Smith and Lance Stone, our Scott Sporting Good players of the game. Lance with a nice big sack there that really forced Rockledge to punt the ball away. And then, of course, Champ with a couple of runs from the backfield to get into the end zone and get 14 points on the board for Vero Beach tonight. What a great performance it was. Joe, that brings us to the point of the night where it is our Midas play of the game. And I know you already wanted to pick the player. I got a feeling I know what the play is going to be. It's got to be Champ, right?
It does.
Yes.
I mean, how often do you get to pick a play like that?
Yeah, no kidding. I tell you, the one I want to pick is the one that got wiped off the board, which was the punt return. Oh my gosh! Or actually, it was the kickoff return. I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a kickoff return by Crutchfield. It
was set up perfectly. He ran it perfectly.
Goodness. Yeah, it was. But no, that's a good one. You can pick either one of those 2 runs by Champ, either the 6-yard run or the 1 yard.
We'll do the 6-yard.
Yeah. I thought it was a 15-yarder, wasn't it? Was it not?
by the end of the season, it will be 20.
Right, no kidding. So Durfee's heating and cooling final stats of the night. We'll just go with the offensive numbers. It was 380 yards versus 122 on the night. So, again, Joe, Vero did exactly what it was supposed to do tonight. It was supposed to win the game. It was supposed to dominate the game. And so they did exactly what they were supposed to do.
They did. I mean, there's a few points there where we were concerned, but they obviously did what they're supposed to do and won big.
Now, I haven't checked any scores tonight. Pahokee going into tonight was 5-1, and that's who we face next week, and we go on the road. And that's always an interesting environment.
Yes.
Anytime you go on the road, anything can happen. It's going to be weird situations. You're kind of out of your normal routine of things. But in particular, when you go down to that area around Lake Okeechobee, there's a lot of tough football that happens around that area, and Pahokee right now is on a roll.
Yeah, there's a lot of great athletes that come from that area. There's a lot that are still there.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So it's like it's going to be a good test.
Yeah, absolutely will be. And so I want to remind you again, that kickoff is at 6:30 p.m. next Friday night, a little earlier. And so our coverage will begin around 5:30 with Countdown to Kickoff presented by Cap's Pizza. Well, Joe, it was a pleasure having you here tonight.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. You want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, hi, Dad.
There you go. Hey, get off the couch, old man. All right. It's been a real pleasure. I want to thank all of our crew from Stephen Tipton to Ashton Curie. Also want to thank Sebastian Bois, also Miller West and Jerry Femia. And all you guys do a great job getting us on the air each and every night. I got to thank Jacqueline back at our home studio. Our executive producer is John Hamilton. Hey, want to thank everybody else for joining us here on each and every night. Don Dexter was helping us out with stats tonight. Derek West down on the sidelines. Joe was up with me in the booth tonight. Next week, we're in Pahokee, 6:30 kickoff time. Look forward to having you with us. As always, good night, God bless, and go Go Indians.